You are on your phone. Late at night, scrolling through listings. Your apartment rent is $1,950. The house you want says estimated payment $1,742. And for about 5 seconds, it feels obvious. The house looks cheaper. The house looks smarter. The house looks like adulthood. Then the real numbers arrive. Property tax, homeowners insurance, private mortgage insurance, closing costs, maintenance, repairs, maybe HOA, maybe higher utilities, maybe a roof already old. And suddenly that $1,742 house is not $1,742. It is $2,300, maybe $2,400, maybe more, before the first broken water heater, before the first leak, before unbudgeted expenses hit. And that, right there, where most make wrong decisions. Not because they are lazy, not because they lack financial skills, comparing the most flattering number to the most complete number. Want videos making money decisions clear, like this video? Subscribe to Who's Horizontal. Share with someone needing it. Because tonight, taking apart a repeated financial slogan. That buying is always better. That renting is throwing money away. That affording the monthly payment makes the answer obvious. It is not obvious. Not even close. Real math isn't payment versus payment. It is total cost versus total cost. Over time, with flexibility, with risk, with opportunity cost. Seeing it that way, you stop asking, can I buy? Start asking, should I buy this house, in this market, at this price? For this long, a much better question. Picture this. 2 people. Same age, same city. Same income, same desire to stop renting. Person A finds a condo. Mortgage payment lower than rent. All they need to hear, they scrape together down payment. Pay the closing costs. Buy furniture. Paint the walls. Post keys online. For a few weeks, feeling like they made it. Person B does something less exciting. They keep renting. Not out of fear, because they keep reading. They keep calculating, asking for the total picture. 3 years later, person A has to move. Job change. Different city. Nothing dramatic. Just life. Now the math changes. Houses ignore your emotional timing. Selling brings agent fees, transfer costs, repairs for marketability, concessions to buyers, a softer market. Now, suddenly, those first 3 years no longer look productive. Early in a mortgage, most payment goes to interest, not ownership. Person A bought a home. Didn't stay long enough for promised house benefits. Meanwhile, person B, the renter, looking less successful. Staged liquide invested the down payment, kept flexibility. Took no repair hits. A better opportunity came. Moved in 1 month. Not 6, the first truth rarely heard clearly. Buy-in isn't automatically better. Buying and staying long enough can be. That is different. Very different, where fortunes leak. World teaches housing comparisons like this. What is the rent? What is the mortgage? End of conversation. Not the conversation. That is the advertisement. Real conversation starts after, what are the taxes? What is the insurance? Do you need Are there HOA fees? Cash lost at closing? Maintenance costs? Selling costs later? What else could down payment do? That question matters greatly. Down payment isn't just spent. It is locked. Locked money carries cost. Putting $40,000 into a house means $40,000 illiquid. Cannot invest elsewhere. Cannot buffer life changes. And life, very often, gets strange. Rent is throwing money away. Sounds smart. Falls apart under pressure. Yes, rent buys no equity. That part is true. Interest builds no equity either. Taxes build no equity. Insurance builds no equity. Maintenance builds no equity. Closing costs build no equity. Selling costs build no equity. Money spent owning. Is money never coming back, just disguised better? Rent isn't money thrown away. Money exchanged for shelter. For flexibility. For outsourced repair risk. For a known exit door. Ownership isn't money automatically invested. Ownership is shelter plus leverage, plus commitment, plus hidden costs, plus possibility of equity. Sometimes wonderful, sometimes overrated. Difference usually comes down to time. One layer deeper, not only math, it is psychology. Owning feels adult. Owning feels stable. Owning feels like progress. People congratulate buyers. Nobody congratulates lease renewal plus investing. Family hears you rent. Talk like you're waiting to begin. Real estate marketing leans in hard. Sells the house. Sells a moral identity. Responsible, settled, winning, renting, framed as temporary, immature, a phase to escape. Why terrible housing decisions happen, smiling, wrapped in social approval. Numbers ignore mature appearances. Numbers care about subsequent results. The boring part now. Where truth lives, closing costs mean thousands, tens of thousands sometimes. On $400,000 house, 2% means $8,000. 5% means $20,000. Gone. Before living one day, monthly layers follow. Taxes, insurance. Possible mortgage insurance under 20%. Then maintenance, consistently underestimated. Repairs don't happen monthly, happen emotionally in chunks. Dishwasher dies. Fence falls. HVAC fails in peak heat. Roof waits for comfortable cash. Chooses that exact moment. Renting hides shocks. Buying concentrates them. Doesn't make buying bad. Buying without respecting randomness is bad. Randomness is a main cost. When does buying actually win? Not in slogans. In real life, 3 things lining up. Stay long enough. Market isn't absurd. Total cost doesn't choke finances. Staying long enough, most important. National Housing Research estimates break-even between renting and buying. Around 6 years. Not 6 months. Not 1 year. Years. That's the national picture. Some cities make sense faster. Others stay renting friendly longer. Sometimes decades. Destroys lazy online advice. Zip code matters a lot. Time horizon matters a lot. Life stability matters most. Likely moving in 3 years. Buying becomes a trap. Transaction costs are real. Staying 8 to 10 years? Where ownership costs match rent, buying grows powerful. Time spreads upfront costs. Surrounding rents keep rising. Fixed mortgage feels smaller. Principal paydown and appreciation matter. Time turns expensive ceremony into compounding assets. The real dividing line. Not desire, not ego, not landlord fatigue. Time. People underestimate needed time. Current market reality. Debates change when rates change. High mortgage rates widen rent versus buy distance. Simple arithmetic. Recent market data shows buying costs exceeded renting same homes. Buyers force dream shrinkage. Smaller house, longer commute, different neighborhood, less space, same income, more strain. People claim buying builds wealth. Sometimes not by magic. Houses build wealth like businesses. Only if purchase price, holding period, ongoing costs, and exit work together. Bad businesses don't fix with logos. Bad home purchases don't fix with nice doors. Tax deduction myth enters. Mortgage interest is deductible. Maybe for some. Under specific rules, deduction doesn't mean cost disappeared. Part of cost treated differently for taxes, not a bargain. Paying $1 to rescue fractions fails financially. Tax benefits help. Cannot save bad deals. Evaluating renting versus buying. Remove the romance. Remove the pressure. Remove family slogans. Look at the machine. What goes in? What comes out? What stays hidden depends on length of stay. How adults should evaluate housing. Not with shame, not with fantasy, with structure. Clean decision framework. Renting makes sense when jobs shift, relationships uncertain. Wanting mobility, ownership costs far exceed rent. Buying wipes emergency funds. Counting on perfect conditions to survive. Buying out of feeling behind. Not because deal is good. Very common. Buy-in makes sense with stable income. Healthy cash cushion, long time horizon. Reasonable market gaps, monthly costs allowing investments, allowing breathing room. High wing. Life, house payments, eating flexibility means house owns you. Unposted ownership reality. Repairs feel like emergencies. Rate changes feel personal. Setbacks feel dangerous. Vacations postponed for furnaces. One more clear point. Renting isn't losing. Buy-in isn't winning. Emotional, expensive labels. Real win. Choosing stronger options. Stronger cash flow. Stronger resilience. Stronger freedom. For one, a mortgage. For another, a lease plus investments. World values, one more impressive. Bank account doesn't care. Future doesn't care. Math cares. Back to the initial scene. On your phone. Looking at listings. Number making house look cheaper. Now, knowing that number was an invitation. Not the truth. Truth hiding behind taxes. Insurance, maintenance, closing costs, time horizon, exit costs, opportunity cost, life stability. That is real math. Not the seductive number. The complete one, told renting is throwing money away, or buying is smarter. Don't argue. Ask one question. For how long? Question breaks the illusion. House isn't automatic wealth machine, a financial tool. Tools only work matching jobs. Wrong time usage, wrong project, wrong cost. Tools damage more than build. Used correctly, patiently, right conditions, changes your life. Truth unsuited for billboards. Renting versus buying isn't pride, not adulthood. Not sounding responsible at dinner, about numbers making sense. After excitement fades, after realtor leaves, after keys stop feeling symbolic, after life normalizes, real decision reveals itself then. Math still working there. You're making the right move. See you in next video.